Welcome once again to our continuing YouTube video series on business law. My name is Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and in this particular YouTube video we will be discussing the limitations of template agreements and templated contracts. Now, why do I feel that discussing template agreements is such an important aspect of contractual law and business law? The reason is that what I find is that too many template agreements are being improperly used. So what tends to happen is people look at a templated agreement, the agreement that's out there, and they simply think that it's a fill-in-the-blank arrangement where they pull out certain terms and insert other terms. And that is simply not how to officially use a template agreement. And the fact of the matter is that most lawyers, especially because of technology, utilize template agreements all the time. Thing is, there are some lawyers that use it properly, but a vast majority of them use it improperly. And why do I say even lawyers, not simply non-lawyers, utilize template agreements improperly? Well, the thing is, the original agreement, or whatever agreement that's being utilized, was designed for a specific purpose with a specific business and under specific circumstances and conditions and with a specific objective in place. As you'll know, there's a lot of specifics involved, and you cannot simply say we can flip one set of specifics into another and simply change a word or two here or there. And largely those words are simply the names of parties, the numbers involved, and the like. Instead, what you need to do is rationalize and conceptualize the specific business concepts and purposes and outcomes and work that into the agreement in a particular way. Now, what I often do when I explain it to clients is, with respect to agreements and template agreements, is that I use a generalized breakdown, and this is probably overly generalized and the numbers are highly variable. But what I say is, when you have utilized templates, what you're looking at is 70% of the agreement is pure, consistent back-end template. It's back-end legal protections. Then another 20% is what I would call selective templates, where you're selecting amongst a whole range of varying agreements. Select sections that are particular to the business, the objectives, the scope, the conditions, the preconditions involved in the arrangement. And finally, there's the final 10%, and that is what I would rationalize as not really template, but called the contract's guts, because this is where you actually get into some real hard constructive drafting to make the agreement very specific to the particular purpose, the particular business, the particular conditions, and the particular objectives that are being sought after from this particular business arrangement. So it's in the guts where you actually do a lot of the serious legal work. And it's all supported by the other two aspects, meaning the selective template selection of sections and phrases, as well as the back-end template where you're just putting together a lot of the back-end stuff in the sense that it's well-established core legal principles which are used to protect and secure the position of one or both of the parties as they advance forward in this particular business arrangement, be it a transaction or a ongoing agreement that defines a relationship between multiple parties. So what you have now is you have three components, and where most people fail, especially non-lawyers, but also unfortunately from what I see a lot of lawyers in general, is that they really focus on that first part and they think their job is done. That is the easy part, just getting the simplistic template and starting to fill in the blanks. Then you really have to be working on the next two parts. You have to be working on the selective mixing and matching from other agreements so that you get a basis that is more consistent with what is being sought. But then above that, and here is the core, and this is where you really get quality legal work if you do get it, is that you need to be getting guts. You need to be getting highly specific, personalized drafting that is not reliant upon templates. Yes, templates form the basis of how the language is written, and most solid lawyers who have lots of experience know how to write in the language that is that of a legal agreement. But they are writing from the very specific purpose of what is being sought by the client. And this is where you are actually really getting quality legal service. And when you're paying for something, you're actually getting your return. So it's only when you get these three components properly integrated. Now, I know I gave you percentages, but even those percentages are really a means to just reflect where you get the different components in. That is where you're going to find you have a solidly crafted legal agreement that not only protects your legal rights, but advances your business objectives more effectively. And as such, that is why I said at the outset, and I will continue to believe, that there are limitations with templates, especially where you do not look beyond the template itself. So if you want to get the most out of your business and get the most out of your contractual agreements with other parties, you need to be working to go beyond a pure and simplistic template. Instead, you need to be working towards having a wholly composite agreement that properly focuses your objectives and transposes them from your mere thoughts into writing and into forming the contract. Unfortunately, what I do see, even among lawyers, is a lot of lawyers will listen a lot, but will not apply. And what you need to be doing is applying. You need to be drafting and structuring so that it best affects the objectives that are being sought by you, the client, in getting the agreement that best advantages yourself in advancing your business and protecting your legal interests. Once again, I hope you have found this particular YouTube video informative. Please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and provide us with your comments, as that allows us to build and develop our YouTube programming. At the same time, when you are looking for quality, experienced legal services, and that being paid legal services, please do not hesitate to contact us. As you can tell from our videos, we have a great passion for the legal practice and contractual agreements. At the same time, we understand the importance of getting your agreements done correctly and properly advancing your business. Yes, it costs money, but that is what you're looking for, because only by getting the right agreements through for yourself will you be able to optimize the profits that you should be making from your particular business venture. We wish you all the best in your business venture and look forward to seeing you again in YouTube and in other mediums. Thank you.